Get up and get it done 2025. Let me ask you something straight up. Are you tired or are you just soft? Because there's a damn difference. We're stepping into 2025, a new year, but the same beast you stare at every morning. That mirror isn't lying to you. It knows when you've been weak. It remembers every excuse, every time you hit snooze, every time you said tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Only now does. You want something. You better get up and go *seeking earn it. No one's handing you a golden ticket. No one's waking you up at 4 a.m. saying, let's go be great today. That's your job. Get up and get it done. This ain't about motivation. It's about mental warfare. It's about waking up when your body screams to stay down and your mind says, we're not done yet. Because greatness lives in the pain, success is hiding behind suffering, and only the savage ones survive the storm. 5 keynotes, Get Up and Get It Done 2025. Each one will be expanded in raw, intense 700-word segments per your style request. Here's the brief before expansion. 1. Excuses are lies you tell yourself. Stop coddling your weakness. Excuses don't protect you. They bury you alive. Every excuse is a brick in the wall between you and the life you were built for. Break it down. Face the truth. 2. Discipline is the weapon of the relentless. Forget motivation. That's for amateurs. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when your legs feel like concrete. It's what carries you through hell when no one's watching. 3. Pain is your invitation to grow. Pain ain't punishment. It's the ticket. The struggle is the forge. If you're not hurting, you're not working. If you're not breaking, you're not building. Run toward the pain. 4. Comfort zones kill dreams. Your comfort zone is a coffin. It's warm. It's cozy, but it's where dreams go to die. If you want to breathe at the top, you have to suffocate at the bottom. 5. Become the hardest worker in the dark. You want to shine in the light, then bleed in the dark. Work in silence, suffer in silence. Let the results speak louder than your mouth ever could. Excuses are lies you tell yourself. Let's cut the soft talk. Let's drop the feel good garbage. Excuses are not reasons. They're lies, lies dressed up in just enough logic to keep you trapped in your weakness. You tell yourself, I'm tired, I don't have time, I'll start next week. It's too hard, and the most pathetic one of all, it's not my fault. But here's the truth, everything is your fault. Your body's soft, your fault. Your mind's weak, your fault. You're broke, overweight, undisciplined, addicted to comfort, and spinning your wheels, all your fault. You keep feeding your mind with these lies, and it'll keep believing them. You'll keep quitting before you start. You'll keep rationalizing failure, and worst of all, you'll convince yourself that mediocrity is acceptable. It's not. Every time you let yourself off the hook, you're building a life you'll regret. Let that sink in. You're not building a dream, you're building a prison. Every skipped workout, every fast food binge, every hour wasted scrolling instead of grinding. Those are chains you put on yourself. Chains that feel light now, but one day when life really gets heavy, you'll realize you can't move because of the weight of all your damn excuses. Let me tell you what an excuse is. An excuse is a moment of cowardice. A quiet voice inside you begging for comfort, begging to stay soft, begging to avoid struggle. But nothing worth having comes without pain. Nothing powerful is built in comfort. You want a strong body. You better earn it with every rep, every mile, every drop of sweat. No shortcut, no easy way. You want a sharp mind, then starve your distractions and feed your discipline. You want respect, then stop talking, stop whining, stop justifying, and start doing. The strongest people you admire, they didn't get there because they made clever excuses. They got there because they ran out of them. They looked in the mirror and said, no more. I'm done lying to myself. I'm done hiding behind stories. I'm done blaming the world for a fire I refuse to light inside me. You want to change your life in 2025. It won't start with a New Year's resolution. It starts with accountability. You have to own your pain. You have to own your laziness. You have to take full ownership of every failure. Not to beat yourself up, but to wake your ass up. Excuses are the reason you never went all in. They're the reason you stopped at 40% and called it good enough. But you're not meant for 40%. You're meant to suffer, to struggle, to endure, and through that evolve into something unstoppable. It's time to call yourself out. When your alarm goes off and you want to stay in bed, that's the moment. That's the war, and every time you give in, you train your mind to stay weak. But every time you rise, even when it sucks, even when it hurts, you sharpen your blade. You build a version of yourself that doesn't need to be motivated, because truth is, no one's coming to save you. No trainer, no coach, no video, no motivational speech. You are the problem, and you are the solution. So here's your mission. Burn the excuses. Write your story. When your mind starts whispering weakness, scream back with action. When life gets heavy, carry it anyway. When it hurts, dig deeper. And when you think you've given all you can, give more. Because your life depends on it, not someday, not later, not when you feel ready. Now, discipline is the weapon of the relentless. Forget motivation. That sh*T is temporary. Motivation is a sugar rush. It spikes, it crashes, it disappears. But discipline is eternal. Discipline is the sharp blade you carry into war. It's the cold steel forged in suffering, sharpened through repetition, and polished in silence. It's the thing you fall back on when everything else fades, when the hype is gone, when the lights are off, when no one is watching but the voice inside your head asking, "Who the hell are you?" when it's just you. Let's be honest, most people only grind when it's easy, when it's convenient, when the gym is open, when the sun is out, when the music is loud, when someone's filming. But when it's cold, when it's dark, when your legs are aching, when your mind is screaming, when the world is sleeping, that's when discipline shows up. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't care about your mood, your weather, your circumstances. It simply executes. It does what needs to be done, period. In 2025, if you want to be elite, if you want to transform your life, you better understand this. You don't rise to the level of motivation. You fall to the level of your discipline. Motivation might get you started, but discipline keeps you going when every cell in your body wants to quit, when your knees hurt, when your lungs burn, when you're tired of waking up early, sick of meal prepping, sore from yesterday's grind, and still have miles to go. That's when most people fold. That's when the excuses start creeping in. But that's also when the uncommon rise. They don't wait for a perfect day. They create one through action. They don't complain about what they lack. They maximize what they have. They don't ask for the easy way out. They run toward the hard path and dare it to break them. Why? Because they've trained their mind to obey, not to their feelings, not to comfort, but to their code. Discipline is not a talent. It's not a gift. It's a decision you make every single day. You don't skip it. You don't delay it. You don't negotiate with it. You wake up, and no matter what, you get it done. You train when you don't want to. You show up when you're tired. You grind when no one's clapping, because you know that every rep, every page, every step, every painful decision you make in discipline is another brick in the fortress of who you're becoming. You want to be unstoppable, then stop quitting. Stop chasing quick dopamine and start chasing deep fulfillment. You don't become great by being motivated. You become great when you've built habits so strong that you don't even flinch under pressure. You become great when you do the work even when the reward is far away, even when the results are invisible, even when no one believes but you. In 2025, you need to understand this. Your discipline is your superpower. It's the difference between people who dream and people who do, between people who start and people who finish, between people who try and people who conquer. Build the discipline to show up daily, to suffer intentionally, to demand more of yourself when most people would tap out, because discipline is the great separator. It's the line between average and savage, between someday and right seeking now. So wake up early. Train hard, study harder, push through the pain, stick to your word, ignore the noise, build the muscle, stick to the plan, repeat every day. You want results in 2025? You want to dominate this year? You better stop relying on sparks. You better light a furnace inside of you that never goes out. That's discipline, and that's the weapon of the relentless. Pain is your invitation to grow. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is not a punishment. Pain is your damn invitation. It's life knocking on your door saying, do you want to evolve or do you want to stay soft? Most people run from pain. They hide behind comfort. They medicate it, avoid it, excuse it. They think discomfort is a sign they're on the wrong path. They don't realize that pain is the path. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Growth happens in the trenches. In the hurt, in the fire. It happens when your lungs are on fire and your muscles are screaming and you're asking yourself, why the hell am I doing this? And then you push anyway. That's when you grow. Pain is a mirror. It shows you who you really are, not who you pretend to be on social media, not who you act like in front of your friends, but who you are when everything inside you wants to quit. Because anyone can fake discipline when things are easy. Anyone can pretend to be a warrior when they're rested, comfortable, well-fed. But the real ones, they rise when they're broken. They bleed and keep moving. They fall and crawl forward. You want to transform in 2025? Then you better stop avoiding the pain and start embracing it. You want to grow a stronger body? Then you have to put it through hell, through reps, through miles, through cold, through heat, through fatigue. You've got to crush your limits and rebuild them. Day after day, you want mental toughness, then challenge yourself. Do the things that scare you. Wake up early, do the hard workout, sit in the silence. Study longer, discipline your urges, delay gratification, because every moment you endure pain with intention, you sharpen your mind, you build resilience, you turn your body into a weapon and your mind into a fortress. And hear this loud and clear, pain is proof you're on the edge of growth. It means you're breaking through your limits. It means you're challenging the old version of yourself. It means you're leveling up while others stay stuck. People talk about growth, but they don't want the pain that comes with it. They want success without sacrifice. They want transformation without trials. They want greatness without grit. It doesn't work that way. You want to change your life, then you're going to have to bleed for it. You're going to have to cry, sweat, break, and keep moving forward. And when that pain shows up, and it will, you don't run, you don't retreat. You smile because you know what it means. It means the weak parts of you are being exposed, and that's the first step to destroying them. The pain isn't there to stop you. It's there to forge you, to peel back the layers of comfort and reveal the savage underneath. You want to dominate in 2025, then stop trying to feel good all the time. Start doing what's necessary. Train when you're tired, work when you're doubting, move forward when everything in your soul says stop. Because pain builds the person comfort never could. This year, run toward the pain. Find the workouts that break you. Find the challenges that stretch you. Find the discomfort that forces you to evolve. Every time you face that storm and refuse to break, you grow. Every time you go one more rep, one more mile, one more day, you evolve. You don't get stronger by avoiding struggle. You get stronger by confronting it. Living in it, using it. So when pain knocks, don't hide, don't complain, don't cry about why life's unfair. Open the door and say, I've been waiting for you. Because pain is your invitation, your teacher, your catalyst, and those who embrace it win. Comfort zones kill dreams. You ever wonder why most people never make it? Why they talk a big game, set goals every January, write affirmations, but still end up in the same place year after year? Simple, they refuse to leave their comfort zone. Your comfort zone is a damn coffin. Yeah, it feels warm, it feels safe, but guess what? It's where your dreams go to die. That soft couch, that extra hour of sleep, that I'll do it tomorrow mindset. It's killing everything you were meant to become. And you know it, deep down you know it. You weren't built to play it safe. You weren't born to float through life in neutral. You were designed to suffer, to struggle, to stretch, to grow. But none of that happens while you're cozy. Nothing grows in comfort. You want something, then you've got to get uncomfortable. You've got to step into the unknown. That's where the edge is. That's where the pressure is. That's where the fire is. Every breakthrough, you're looking for stronger body, sharper mind, financial discipline, inner peace. It all lives outside that little bubble you've wrapped around yourself. You can't become elite while clinging to comfort. Comfort makes you soft. Comfort makes you forget how capable you are. Let me break it down for you. When you stay in your comfort zone, you skip workouts because it's too early. You stay broke because budgeting is hard. You never speak up because rejection stings. You never take risks because failure scares the hell out of you. You keep playing small because big makes you sweat, and then you wonder why nothing changes. Because you never gave yourself a chance to feel the fire. You never tested yourself. You never broke down the walls and stood face with the unknown. Here's the truth most people avoid. If it doesn't scare you, it won't change you. You want real growth, then chase discomfort. Chase the things that make your heart race and your palms sweat. Sign up for the race before you think you're ready. Wake up before the alarm. Do the workout that scares you. Have the conversation that makes you nervous. Apply for the opportunity that feels too big. Because guess what? That's how you grow. You've got to tear your limits apart. You've got to stand in the chaos and learn how to breathe. You've got to do what 99% of people won't do, walk headfirst into discomfort and stay there. You want to stand out in 2025, then stop living like everyone else. Stop being addicted to comfort like it's a drug. Comfort is numbing your edge. Comfort is putting your potential to sleep. You were built for resistance. You were made to climb, to fail, to fight back, to adapt, to grow. But none of that happens when you're always looking for the easy way. You've got to become a hunter. You've got to start seeking the things that push you, stretch you, scare you. Because when you voluntarily walk into hard things, you're telling life, you won't break me. I break myself every damn day. That's how you build grit. That's how you build confidence. That's how you build a version of yourself that doesn't just survive 2025, but dominates it. Every day, ask yourself, am I doing something uncomfortable today? If the answer is no, you're regressing. You're not maintaining. You're going backward, because while you sit in comfort, someone else is out there bleeding for your dream, grinding in silence, choking on the pain, doing what you're avoiding. Get honest with yourself. If your life feels stuck, it's not a lack of opportunity. It's a lack of discomfort. You're waiting for motivation when what you really need is exposure to the things you fear. You're waiting to feel ready when you need to feel pressure. Discomfort is the gym for your soul. It's the callus for your mind. It's the only way to earn the kind of strength that lasts when things fall apart. So in 2025, don't make easy your default. Make hard your new home. Build your life around challenge. Run toward the discomfort. Live there. And watch what kind of beast you become, because comfort zones don't just kill dreams. They kill you. Ready for the final firestorm. Become the hardest worker in the dark if you really want to level up in 2025. Stop chasing attention and start chasing execution. Stop looking for validation. Stop needing applause. Stop showing off the grind. And just grind. The loudest ones usually do the least. The real monsters, they work in silence. No cameras, no hashtags, no one patting them on the back. Just blood, sweat, pain, and repetition. Every single day. If your drive depends on who's watching, you're already beat. Because champions are built in the shadows, when it's dark, when it's cold, when no one cares. That's when the foundation gets poured. That's when the seeds of greatness get planted. Most people want to be noticed. They want credit. They want the spotlight, but you've got to be different. You've got to want the work more than the reward, the process more than the praise. You've got to fall in love with the lonely reps, the early mornings, the late nights, the silence, because grind time is dark time. It's when everyone else is asleep and you're up putting in the miles. It's when your legs are shaking, lungs burning, and all you hear is your own heartbeat, and you still don't stop. It's when there's no music, no crowd, no motivation. Just discipline and pain. And you welcome it, because you're not just working, you're becoming. You want to be the best, then work like it. Not when it's convenient, not when it's comfortable, but when no one's watching. That's where the real edge is. See, most people can show up when the lights are on. They look tough on stage, they post it after a photo, but they don't show you the 4 a.m. alarm, the freezing cold run, the 3-hour study grind after a 10-hour shift. The 1,000 failures, the missed parties, the silence, but that's what it takes. You want something different. You've got to do something different. Become the person who thrives when it's lonely, when the gym is empty, when the spreadsheet blurs, when everyone else is resting and you're still pushing. That's when you separate from the pack. Being the hardest worker in the dark means one thing: no excuses, no days off. No compromise. It means you don't need praise, you don't need handouts, you just need pain and purpose. You just need the war. You don't post about the grind, you live it. You don't hope for success, you earn it. Every single day you're stacking unseen victories, invisible reps, quiet sacrifices, building a foundation that no one can see, but everyone will feel when it's time. You've got to be the one who works, outsuffers, outlasts. When your competition rests, you grind when they tap out. You double down when they recover. You're still in the fire, not because you're crazy, not because you're gifted, but because you've made a decision you will not be outworked. Ever, 2025 isn't going to hand you anything. No magic, no shortcuts, no permission. It's going to punch you in the face and ask, are you still going to show up? If your answer is yes, then prove it. Wake up before the sun, stay up when the world shuts down, do the boring reps, do the hard reps, do the ones no one sees and no one cares about. Because you care, you want to build something unshakable. Then build it in the dark, build it when you're tired, build it when no one believes in you, build it when everything in your body says stop, and when the lights finally come on, when it's time to perform you won't have to pretend. You won't have to fake confidence. You'll already be a machine forged in darkness, built in silence, prepared in pain, because while others were showing off, you were showing up. So in 2025, be the one who never quits. Never needs credit, never needs hype. Be the hardest worker in the dark, and when it's time, let your results speak the loudest. Get up and get it done. 2025, here's the truth most people choke on. You're not behind because of bad luck. You're behind because you chose comfort, you chose excuses, you chose easy when life demanded hard. 2025 isn't going to wait for you. It's not going to ask if you're ready. It's not going to care if you're tired, scared, or uncertain. You either rise or you rot. This year is a war between the old you and the savage you could become. The version of you that gets up when it's cold, the version that says yes to pain and no to weakness. The version that outlasts, outworks, outbleeds every excuse standing in the way. No more soft talk, no more waiting, no more fake promises to yourself. Get up and get it done. Build your body, fortify your mind. Crush your limits, break the patterns that kept you average, and when it hurt, lean in. Because in the discomfort, in the discipline, in the darkness, that's where the next level of you is waiting. Let the world stay soft. Let them scroll, binge, nap, and complain. You're too busy working, too busy grinding, too busy becoming unstoppable. So one more time, get up, get to work, get it done, and don't stop until the whole damn world knows you were here. Stay hard, stay hungry, stay dangerous. 2025 is yours, if you're willing to suffer for it.